Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another stamping plan with me, and this one's going to be a little bit different. If you follow me on my Instagram page, you know that I recently went camping, and so this plan with me was that week. The week before I actually went, I used this old insert and I used it as a to-do list, a reminder list, general list before I went on my trip, and I'm showing you how I use an old insert to reuse it, I guess. So I'm covering up the days of the week with these headers by Hurry Up and Plan. I'll link everything down below. This is from the Woodland Creature set. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure of the full name, but I'm just using that to cover up the days of the week, these headers. I think they are sized for Erin Condren boxes, but they work for these inserts that I have. They are by Coffee Camera Planner, and you can find her on Etsy. And in this to-do list and the spread that you'll be seeing in a bit, I am using the You and Me Make Adventure set. This is the icon set and the decorative set and the I guess the deco set. Now, currently, You and Me Make is having a sale right now, and you can get these two sheets for $5, and I also have a coupon code that I'll list down below if you're interested. So back to what I'm doing on the screen. I'm using a little bit of sticker paper just to cover the April so that I can use this Adventure Awaits banner sticker that is from the You and Me Make Adventure set. And so what can I do? I mean, I'm not doing anything super crazy on screen that you would need an explanation. I don't know what happened to my thumb. I filmed this quite a while ago, so I can't exactly remember. I always seem to mess up my thumb. I don't know what happened this time. Anywho, okay, back to what I'm doing. I'm actually doing something and not moving around paper. But I'm just adding some checklist circles. I'm using the Circle Weekly set by Atelier Dreams. You don't just have to use it for tracking. I love to use these as check boxes because the space between them is just enough for my handwriting. For some reason, my handwriting just sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. It just really kind of depends on my mood. I don't exactly have a font per se. So I'm just stamping a fork and knife set. This is from the Planning Day set by Atelier Dreams. And I used a flag from the Busy Bee shop. And this paper is kind of weird. It's almost like vinyl. It's very thin, but you can stamp on it. I actually used Versa Fine Onyx Black ink, and it was totally fine. I did leave it to dry for a little bit, but it didn't take very long. So I added another header in the to-do section just because I didn't think I had too many things to do. Yes, so I just broke it up in two. Now I'm using a icon from the icon set, icon stamp, and an icon sticker. The stamp is from the Atelier Dreams set. I think it's called Going Organic? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But I'll link that down below. But I just stamped that on an icon sticker by You and Me Make, and I'm just letting it dry because it's quite a lot of ink that was on the stamp. So I'm just writing pack on one of the hexagon icons and just peeling that up, and I'm going to put that in errands. So you see I actually turned over the sticker sheet just to see if it was actually dry and not touching it, because for some reason every time I touch my finger on a thing I stamped, it always smudges. So I just turned it over the paper, and I actually pressed the sticker down with my stamping block. That's an actual thing I do. Yeah, that's actually a good tip. Yes, that's one for the books, people. Now I'm just using a combination of stamps and my handwriting to put the errands I need to do. Friday, the stamp is from the Atelier Dreams script date set. Now I'm just putting the hexagon icon I used, and I'm writing bag because I don't know why I didn't want to write that down before when I was writing pack. So I write bag, and then I'm going to be adding a couple of bullet points to remind myself on what I need to pack. The trip has passed. So this was my first ever camping trip. I had never been camping before. So I just wanted to make sure that I had everything I needed to make me feel comfortable, because sometimes in a different environment I get extremely anxious, and I panic when I don't have like things that make me feel not like a person, things that make me feel safe and secure. So I just wrote a list, so I had something to check off so I could remember what I needed to pack. And so I'm just writing. Then I'm gonna write my to-dos. And of course I've got to put where we're going, right? Yeah, right? Kind of like a title, something like that. This sticker is from, what kind of sticker is this? Like a location marker? Is that what they're called? I'm not sure. But that's from the Adventure Icon set by You and Me Make. And now I'm spelling out Lime Kiln, which is about 30 minutes outside of Big Sur. It's this tiny little state park, I think. And it was absolutely gorgeous. I should insert a couple of pictures. I should do that. Remember that. Write that down. But I'm spelling Lime Kiln out in the Basic Alpha set from Studio L2E. This is the outline set. This alpha set actually comes with 2 alphas and numbers. It's like one of my favorite alpha sets. But there's the solid and the outline, and you can actually use the solid letters to fill in the outline, which I should have done. But yeah, I kind of like the black and white thing. So I'm just moving this location marker down. I can't remember. I can't remember why. And now I'm putting the date. So we went on this the 23rd to the 26th. Yes, I think. Or the 27th. I'm not sure. But you can see how quite a while ago is this. Well, this trip was. So yeah, I was a little bit behind on doing this because I didn't actually get to plan while I was on the trip. I didn't get to do much crafting at all, so you'll see in the next couple clips of me actually planning out the week when I got home. I basically kind of used it as a journal almost. So here we are. So sorry, that planner label was from Planner Label from Atelier Dreams, one of the new sets. But so here I'm back from my trip, and these are actually the only crafty thing I did on the trip. I colored in those stamped images, which actually winded up perfect because I'll tell you some stories. But before that, let me just tell you what I'm doing right now on screen. So I got the Google Maps, going there and coming back, the aerial view of where we went to and came back from. Yes, map. Let's just call it a map. So I printed that out, and I'm using that on the notes section. So this was actually in May, so these inserts work perfectly. Just using a little bit of washi for some decoration, and I don't think anything else needs some explanation. So let me tell you a story. So on Monday, the day we got there, we got in pretty late, actually. It was probably the sun was setting right then and there, and so we quickly had to set up our camp. And so once we got everything settled, we were just too tired to cook, so we just ended up snacking on cheese and just nibbly stuff. So we were just sitting around the campfire enjoying our first night there, and we see a bunch of raccoons kind of lurking in our neighbor's tent, not in their tent, but around their tent. And we were the only people up during that time. And we were it was very dark. The only source of light was the fire. And so we couldn't exactly see what was around us. So we saw these 2 raccoons very much probably 5 feet away from us, trying to get to our food. And they wouldn't stop. They were very aggressive. They weren't afraid to get close to us. But after that Monday, after that day, they didn't bother us anymore. I'm not exactly sure. We didn't exactly scare them away or anything. We did shoo them away, but I don't know what happened after that. Maybe they just kind of wanted to say, hi, we're here. But who knows? So that was kind of what I journaled about on Monday. And I just used that tag that was from a Mommy Lhey set called Shabby Girlfriend set. I'm not sure. I'll link that down below. And the OMG is from there as well. So I'm just adding some icons, some alphas. This one is from the Triangle Alpha set by Atelier Dreams, and I just put that on a adventure icon by you and me make. My voice is cracking. Hold on a second. Sorry, I just needed some water. But anywho, so I just added these little trash can icons. They are from the Studio L2E Iconic set because the raccoons are like, I guess I cut that out of my story. I'm so sorry. The raccoons were trying to get into the trash cans. For some reason, these trash cans, although being in a state park, they didn't have locks on them or anything, any way that animals could get in. So, yes. Anywho, going back to what I'm doing, and actually speeding by, I added some washi from Daiso and another sticker from the Deco set, the Adventure Deco set. I'm just gonna call it a Deco set even though it's not actually called a Deco set. Anywho, you know what I mean. I'm just adding a background. These triangles are also from the Shabby Girlfriend set. I haven't used this set too much, and I really liked choosing one core set to use as a decorative element. And this Mommy Lhey set has actually quite a few things that I really love in it. Anywho, adding more stickers. The find is from the Deco set as well as this one, and I think it says "Not all who wander are lost," which I really like that quote. It's very beautiful. And this trip was extremely relaxing, and it's really funny that that's true. Not all who wander are lost. Maybe people are just soaking it all in, and that's kind of what we did. It was very relaxing. We just kind of soaked in all of the nature. Oh, it was beautiful. I should, yes, insert pictures. There'll be pictures. More stickers. That ombre half box, that is actually a Cyan design sticker, vinyl sticker. So I actually haven't journaled on this half box about what we did on Thursday because I forgot what kind of pen works. I'm sure a Sharpie pen will work, but yes. Just adding things here and there, changing this location marker to a yellow one because there was so much red going on in this corner over here, so I was like, I'll change it to yellow. I very much stuck with core colors, and I pulled those from the sheets, so that was really nice that I could coordinate with those. Change that icon to a hexagon because there was way too many curvy edges going on over there. That's how I create my layouts. I really step back and look at the whole picture and just kind of find a balance with what I see, not using too much like art theory or anything like that, but I just kind of, what looks good, I do what looks good to my eye, basically. So I'm just stamping here and there. I'm kind of going way off on this voiceover here. I'm so sorry, but you can see what I'm doing. Like, yeah, you guys can see it. And I'll link all the stamps I use down below. You know what's in my collection, right? I mean, I guess I can do an updated collection video. You know, I'm gonna write that down. I'll be back in a second. Okie dokie, so that's on the list of things I need to film. Yes, videos I need to film. It's getting quite long, the list. Oh, I need to spend more time on YouTube. No, I need to manage my time better. And I can do that with my planner. I'm just not good with sticking with times, deadlines. I mean, I'm good when it comes to school, but since technically, like, I'm, working for myself, no one's telling me what videos to shoot or when I should be editing and stuff like this and that and that. So I need to be motivated. I need to get self-motivated. Okay, let's get back on track. Okay, so I used one of the things that I colored in from the trip. Used the header, used 2 icons, stamped on the icons, and this is basically things that I needed to do when I got back. Just errand things. So when we got back, had a lot of laundry to do and had errands to do, so normal stuff like that. Adding the week number because I cannot forget which week that was. I really enjoy numbering the weeks because it just makes titling videos easier. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just like knowing what week it is. Then I'm just adding Limekiln on the top. This is from the Atelier Dreams set Triangle Alpha, adding the date, well, the year, and that's basically my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a bit different, not the normal planner thing, but a lot of people do like memory planning in their planner, and I really wanted to try that out, so here's what I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!